Hello everybody, welcome back to Koboldecember. I've already recorded this once, and I didn't realize my mic was unplugged. I'm a little upsetty, but we'll deal. So, I literally just got this in the mail like 15 minutes ago, and I recorded the video once. I hiccuped through the whole entire thing, so I'm kind of happy because I would have posted that, but I wanted to give you my true, honest first reactions to it. And I'm actually quite overwhelmed with what the kind of book offers. But I did a little comparison originally of these of it to its predecessors, the Tome of Beasts, the original one, and it seems as though they are really about the same thickness, and same thing with the Creature Codex, which is off screen, but Creature Codex all seems to be about as thick as it, but they're both the Kobold Press kind of property, so I will spare you the details of how thick it is, but I can just tell you how many pages thick it is. I did not look at that, but it seems to be an astounding, let's see, 409 pages, but that's not a monster. If you just want to get the monsters out of it, you got to go to page about 400, it looks like. Exactly 400 pages worth of monsters, unless there's anything at the beginning. Yeah, no, there's not 400, because there's also this a little bit at the beginning. That's about 7 or 8 pages of just kind of intro stuff, but the art on this book is fantastic. I love the tendrils and stuff, and I think I have an idea of what monster that is. I didn't point out the first time, but I feel like I have an idea of what monster it is. So we're going to go through this book just kind of for about the next 10 minutes or so, and I love the stuff in this book. The Alchemical Skunk is like an amazing kind of just like little cute guy. This book actually has a lot of stuff that's like kind of themes for like frost areas or cold areas campaigns. And I hate it and I love it at the same time because I'm doing a campaign that takes place in a very, very, like a tundra right now. But I have nothing. I had nothing when I was searching for monsters for here, and this book has so many of them. I'm like, I needed you like 2 weeks ago when I was making the whole entire frosty area, and it's so saddened. The Toad King. I guess you're a anime bearskin rug. See, that's like such a flavorful thing and it's a polar bear too. I don't know what you are, but you're on the back cover of the book, so you must be something special in particular, because you're right there too. So cool. But if I really want to go anywhere into this book, I'm gonna go to. I don't know what page it is, but it's in the B's because I skipped it. Because it reminds me of Tremors so much. It's the Bone Spitter, and like it's basically like a graboid, but it just like, as it says here, it's like some sort of like digestive like malfunction or something like that. And instead of like just digesting the bones and all, the bones become part of it, and like it looks so great. I have so many ideas just for like campaigns now, where like the players are just really low level and they have to fight off like these purple worms. And maybe I'll use the ice worms also from the what's that book called? What's the name of the Spores Got to Wildmount? I use the ice worms in that book too. And this guy's like one random one. So depending on the area they're in, I guess low level players can't fight like can't really fight purple worms and frost worms, I believe, or cold worms, whatever they are. Frost worms, I think they are. They're even higher CR, so maybe not. But I like the idea of it. I mean, they don't really have to fight it, but it would be really weird to figure out ways how they can get them to kill it, and they have to figure out the same thing and be on the same wavelength. So there's just a lot of cool stuff in Corpse Worm. That's another looking one that might be kind of similar. What is this? A large bloated worm with the body of gray-white pallor of death and slime with yellow mucus. Crawls on a pile of corpses and its dozen legs propel it over the body. Its fang-shaped maw opens to reveal a second jaw that repeatedly bursts outward, slurping up chunks of flesh with each strike. Okay, so some more of a centipede than a worm. Hopefully you can kind of stylize it. I like it. We got a lot of nifty kind of monsters in this book. Another one I figured, if you don't know what to really look at in a book, always go to the dragons. So the first dragon in this book is a Boreal dragon. Again, one of those dragons have to be look amazing in this kind of cold area, but that's fine. And I'm okay with it though. And then we got this Imperial Dragon, which I love. It's so much more like an Eastern style dragon, but I'm going to put it in a campaign. In fact, what is this breath weapon? Lightning breath? That's perfect. I love that. Are they all lightning breath, or does it have 2 breath weapons? No, only has 1 breath weapon. That is amazing. I love it. I want to put one of these in my campaign now. I just don't know how to. And I'm really upset. I think that with just the material that I've gathered for 5e alone, I might be playing for 5e for quite a few years to come, even if 6e does come out. And there's a dragon at, that's fine, but there's a big variety of drakes in this book, as they have in every one of their books. They have a cave drake, a crater drake, a diminution drake, a gold or a horde drake, sorry, a hoarfrost drake, a kelp drake, a light drake, and I believe liminal, sandrift, and I think there's one more. If I can get the page to turn. Yeah, vine drake. There's so many drakes. I don't know like how I'm gonna use them all, but I want to use them all because drakes and dragons and stuff are so fun. Okay, so let's keep on going through this book. We got some fungi. Got some giants. I believe actually the golems in this book are good, but I also like looking at giants. Cave shaman giant, albineth giant. Okay, these are ghouls. So yeah, no. Shadow giant, phase giant. Snow giant again. All the stuff I could be using in my campaign. Snow giant is CR5, whereas like a frost giant is like CR over 10. A thin giant. And a glacial corruptor is another kind of giant. A glacial behemoth. What are the other things I needed? Come on. But I love the idea of a golem bearing and a death shroud golem. And a caltrop golem might be even cooler. I haven't played this used caltrops in the I think they bought caltrops. I like to see them just like be like, wait, I can get caltrops for free? Now I got the Dragonflush Golem, which looks amazing. It's just like, yeah, I wanted to take dragon parts and make golem out of them so I can be protected. And I like the idea of that. We got this vine golem. So amazing. Just the diversity in this book. Graknork is another kind of frost monster. And a graveyard dragon is another dragon, but it's not an actual true dragon, it's just an undead, but I like the idea of it. And a greed swarm, my god, that might be like something perfect to put with a dragon. A gremlin rumlord. Grimlet. Looks amazing. Grimlet swarm. Oh boy. And over the hill you see just this swarm. Amazing. I kind of wish when they did like a hero folk or something like this, when they have like a lower CR, they would actually have like made a race for them in the book too, because I feel like that would work fine. I mean, you're paying for you know what I mean, you're paying for monsters, but there's nothing wrong with throwing in a race too. Even if it takes down one of the monsters that were like least favorite to get in the book. So yeah, a line vent. Okay. A Vertuso Lich. What's this Lich look like? Okay. So it's a beautiful singer, bows to the adoring crowd before away from the eyes of the crowd. Okay. So it's basically like a Lich that kind of hides themselves. And with people, which is nice. I like these malleables. These look like nightmare fuel. And there's like 5 of them. My god, I want to put these in the campaign now. They're just like a pile of red gooey flesh that slips along the ground, and the meat climbs up on everything, and then, oh my god. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of just like putting my players up against this thing. It's some sort of nightmare fuel when they have like no idea what's going on. I don't know how I'd work this into a story, especially like a story like mine, but dang, I like this. I kind of almost feel like if it wasn't an undead, if it wasn't an aberration, it could have even worked as an undead. Like a paladin would have no reason to be like, this thing is evil. It kind of works in the same, you know, same kind of realm that undeads do currently in 5e. So yeah, I like the malleables. And Magus looks kind of cool. Dang, I'm gonna kind of sift through these. A Narshark, we are the inventors of the shish kebab. I like these as like a centaur that's like a snake. And this thing just looks cool. A Primal Oozer, Plague Spirit. I want to use one of these. Don't know how I would. But plagues are, I have a plague. Sorry, I have an Oath of the Undying. No, Oath of the Undying. Pact of the Undying Warlock. I might also be able to Pact of the Undead if it's ever live in the campaign. Or if that ever becomes official. But, yeah, no, this would be like perfect for him. Just to fight one of these or become friends with one of those. It's a Fae, so he doesn't have to fight it. And what are these? Are these more Kuatoas? What are they? Satares. And a Sasquatch. Why is it not in a normal 5e book? Come on. So you're looking good. A snake with 100 mage hands sounds devastating. So it reminds me of the 100-handed one from Mythologies of Theros. And again, this looks like another cold monster. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be cold, but yeah, like it could be. It's a celestial, actually. That's neat. And we got a psychic vampire. My God. So CR, the normal CR of a vampire is like 15. What's the CR of a psychic vampire? It's actually not on this page. It's challenge 13. Okay. Looks like we got like a Yuan-Ti kind of creature there. And then well, that's some sort of death wheel, a bay wheel, maybe perhaps. This is literally just a bay wheel. Willow Haunt. Beyblades are so much better though. I get a winter gas, another thing that would work amazingly for my freaking winter area. Wraith Bear, Woodward, and I've skipped over a few of them. I saw them; they're in here. There's a lot. There's so many just frozen kind of monsters in this book. God, I love. You could tell just by their names, too. But like a Yao Jing and a Jing Tian. I hope I'm pronouncing this correct. They have so many more monsters. Like I don't want to say like the kind of racial word for it, but also say Eastern kind of a setting. But yeah, no, I love the ideas of that, and I don't want to misappropriate anything, but I like the ideas that this have them and you could use them, because it makes life so much easier for just those that want to run that kind of setting. And realistically, their concepts are so much more just fun than you know, some of the stuff that WotC presents. And we got a Zeitgeist, so just like so modeling humanoids bursts of speed and inactivity as it struggles to focus on the reality around it. So a Zeitgeist, that's German, which means like the dominant thinking. If like you're working in a political sense, I'm not sure exactly how I'd use this, but this looks like a kind of neat. Looks like a neat kind of thing, but cool. And again, I think this is another one that's kind of everything like an Eastern setting. I like it a lot. We got fantasy wildlife, and yeah, cool. So a lot of monsters actually in this little section here. And we got, of course, you also have your CRs by Panics for CRs by challenge rate, creature by challenge, which is always nice to have, and then creatures by terrain, always nice to have, and then you got your little bit of a advert in here for their other products. So cool. Dang. This is I like this. I would almost hope they're gonna come out with a 3. I hope they don't do it though outside of December, because Koboldecember, you know, might be coming to an end here. I feel like these books are also a lot better to have the Midgard Player's Guide, which I don't have. I might have to look into getting it, but they're super expensive. But anyways, yes, Koboldecember is over for this year. It took me 2 weeks to get this book in the mail because they lost it once. And it was supposed to come like 2 days after the first Tome of Beasts came in, but got lost. And it was supposed to come in tomorrow, but it came in early finally. So hey, that's fine. I'm gonna call that it for this episode of Koboldecember. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I might do some unboxings here at the end of the month, going into the beginning of next month. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Until next time, and I cannot speak. And bye.